Welcome to another live stream on our channel. My name is Hazik, and the markets are doing very, very good. So let me just share this in my Patreon Telegram chat and we'll jump right into the charts. So hopefully everyone is doing okay. Let me know if the audio and the video are working fine. And XRP is doing even more than fine, but we'll see how high this goes. It already passed the 2021 bull market cycle top, which is good. Okay. Hello, Elorm. How are you doing, my friend? Perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's jump into Bitcoin. And I just want to point out one thing that we talked about with one of my patrons on a recent call. Hello, Ross. How are you doing? And again, I'm not sure what's wrong with the internet connection in Canada. It's like I have really high quality internet, so I'm not sure what's going on. So this is the weekly Bitcoin chart. And something that my patron pointed out is that 4 years ago at this exact same point in the cycle, we were still in our wave 3. So if you remember, this was our wave 1 over here. Then we had our wave 2 pull back over here. We had the massive wave 3 from March 2020 into May 2021. That was a year-long uptrend. And then we had our wave 4 correction and wave 5 peak in December 2021. So that was the previous cycle. Now, fast forward 4 years, we're in November again. So this is essentially our 2020. So the 2024 of this cycle is the 2020 of the previous cycle. And at the moment, we're already in wave 5. So we're no longer in wave 3, we are in wave 5. Now, what Elliott theory says is that wave 3 can never be the shortest wave of the bunch. So it is currently longer than wave 1, and that means that this is a valid Elliott wave theory count. So wave 5 could potentially be longer than wave 3. The reason this is relevant is that usually wave 5 is shorter than wave 3, and if that is the case, then we can't really be looking at a Bitcoin past $150,000. So if we were to get, let's say, to $266,000, wave 5 would be much bigger than wave 3. Is it possible in the cycle? I think it is, due to all of the institutions coming in, all of the corporations. If the US starts buying Bitcoin, if Tesla starts accepting Bitcoin as payments again, and you have to keep in mind, if the United States has a plan to buy 200,000 Bitcoin every single year, a lot of other nations will follow, and some of these nations might want to get in there before the US does that. So it's going to be a competition between all of these countries, and Morocco is, coming back around, and they're lifting the ban that they had on crypto from, I believe, 2017. So things are starting to look much more bullish. But the reason I'm bringing this is that we might be looking at a case where Bitcoin prints its cycle top in the first half of 2025. Then it has a correction, as we usually do after May. And then for the second half of 2025, some altcoins will continue printing new all-time highs like we've seen in the previous cycle, and some altcoins will simply print a lower high, and Bitcoin is going to print a lower high. That is a possible scenario for this cycle. So what this means is that we might print a top over here, let's say $190,000. From there, you're going to be looking at a retracement, lower high, and crash. And that'll be your bear market crash for Bitcoin. Now, how low will this bear market crash be? You know, how long is it going to take? We don't know any of that. I do believe the next Bitcoin crash is going to be much. I think the crash itself is not going to last as long. I think the bear market is not going to last for more than a year. And I think in terms of percentage, it's not going to go below, 60%. If you take a look at this previous bull market, we crashed approximately 76%. So I think it's going to be much different this time around because of how secure this asset is and how much demand there is, because right now exchanges are sitting at all-time lows in terms of Bitcoin supply. So this thing is running out very quickly, especially if the US starts buying in it. Things are going to get parabolic and we might not see a very long bear market for Bitcoin. Now, altcoins, I can guarantee you most of these are going to drop 90% like they did before. So you have to be taking profits. This is not something you want to be messing around with. That's why if you're a new investor, you're watching this live stream, you're a new investor, go into CoinMarketCap, look at the top 20, maybe top 30. That's it. Do not go below the top 30. Just exclude some of the stable coins maybe, if you're counting the top 30 coins, and just go with those. Those are your safest bets. You want to make some money in this cycle. You want to maintain your investment, right? Because the first rule of investing is not to make money, but it's to preserve your investment. So you don't want to lose your money. And if you're just getting into the markets and you're buying a bunch of meme coins on Solana because your third cousin made $500,000 in 2 days because he got fortunate, that doesn't mean you have to put your entire life savings into this. So let's quickly go through the markets. XRP is doing exponentially well. Flipping Solana here. Again, I did not get into XRP. I did not get into Solana. Solana is the one that I should have gotten into, but I decided to stay away because of the FTX FUD. XRP, I just don't want to hold something that has a ongoing lawsuit. But hopefully with Gary Gensler gone in January, XRP holders are finally going to catch a break and finally make some money. But was it worth holding this token for 4 years and not seeing any massive gains? When you could have invested into Solana, you could have invested into Cardano, you could have invested into Avalanche, Phantom, Chainlink. That's up for everyone to answer for themselves. Uniswap is doing really well with their Unilayer. Near is going to be the top. It is the top AI project right now in the space. So if you're looking for a safe AI coin, Near Protocol is the safest you can go with. Polkadot is hopefully going to recover. If Polkadot 2.0 brings more attention, more demand, more developers to the ecosystem, I can see this easily going back above $50. At the moment, we have to be more conservative. And I would say if you're entering for a safe 4 to 5x, this should be an okay investment. Let's sort this by 7-day profit. So Algorand is doing really well, sitting at almost 51 cents here, $4.2 billion market cap. We were in Algorand, we took profits, and soon I'm going to upload a video where I cover the assets that I sold and which assets I decided to buy into. That will be released on Patreon first, and then a week later it'll be out on YouTube. So if you want to catch that early, because it's somewhat of a time-sensitive video, you might want to check out our Patreon. I can take you to our Patreon real quick. Again, Canadian internet is being Canadian. So if we go to my page. All right, so you can go to my collections here and you can take a look at some of the content that we provide you with, if it's gonna actually load through. So trade alerts is where I let you know what coins I'm selling, what coins I'm buying, at what prices. We've got exit strategies for our altcoins. We're going to be uploading a bunch more very soon. We've got more than 90 low caps And some of these videos I cover, more than 10 low caps per video. So it's actually more than 90 low caps. And these are just some of the things we talk about. If you take a look at our memberships, we have a 7-day free trial for the second to last and the third to last memberships. You get 7 days for absolutely free, and you can take a look at my entire library of content. The Cryptomaniac tier is starting to get filled up. We have 5 out of 10 members at the moment. If you still want this one-on-one personal connection with me where I can go through your portfolio, help you out, and if you want weekly 30-minute Telegram calls, if you want TA lessons of your choosing, you want 30 technical analysis video requests, you can have all of that with the Cryptomaniac tier. So feel free to check that out. We're going to go through a coin or a few coins that I decided to get into. The first one is Nosana, and after that we'll go to your requests, guys. Make sure to leave your altcoins down below in the description. So jumping into Nosana, we started buying into this at $1.55. This is a GPU distribution project on Solana. It's in the, as you can see, AI and big data narrative. And again, it's starting to climb back up. And we started selling some of our older coins actually into this one. This is one of the coins that we started buying. The market cap is sitting at $200 million. This is not the accurate market cap. You can go to CryptoRank and you'll get the accurate market cap here. Again, I'm not sure what's going on here with the internet. So the actual market cap is $352 million. So this is an easy 10x in my opinion. Now we do have our mainnet launch coming January 15th. So you might want to sell and take some profits before that. It could be somewhat of a buy the rumor and sell the news event. So I'm probably going to secure some profits closer to January, maybe the first week of January, just so I can prevent myself from suffering a correction on January 15th. We could also continue pumping after January 15th, totally possible. And I like the fact that they have a max supply of 100 million coins. And already we have 83% of that in circulation, which is very good. We can take a look at the vesting schedule for Nosana. Let's open up the chart. And this is non-significant. This is not going to do anything to your price. You're going to have minimal selling pressure from these new unlocks if people want to be selling their Nosana. So I would say this is a safe coin to get into. Obviously, you don't want to be buying in the current local peak, because it did have a nice move to the upside already. And if you were on our Patreon, you would have been able to get into this below $2. So our first buy was back at $1.50, I believe somewhere in here. And what's happening right now is that we are breaking out of this falling wedge pattern, this green falling wedge. We're breaking out of that. Our target is at $5.06. That's the 0.786 of this fib. And the fib is set up from the bottom in August to the local top in March 2024. We're looking at a technical target here, minimal target at $13.70. That's your 1.272 Fibonacci. From the current price, that would be a 224% to the upside. Can we get to that level in January? Quite possible. If we go to the coin perspective, let's calculate the market cap just to see what the potential market cap would look like at $13.75. Okay, so all right, so Nosana would be sitting at a $1.1 billion market cap. That's a 226%. That's nothing. A $1.1 billion market cap on Solana for a GPU project is going to be nothing. This could go, in my opinion, up to $10 billion in this cycle. Let's say $50 would put us at $4.2 billion. Of course, I'm not saying this is going to be happening before January 15th. I would say $13.75 is possible. But after that, we could be looking at a $50 to $100 Nosana. Look at that, $8.3 billion. That's a $100 Nosana. And I think that is very doable for a project like this. So definitely look into this. I would say buying right now is a little bit risky. You can still go in, but not all in. And I'm not a financial advisor by any means, but buying these local peaks is never a good idea. So what you want to be focused in on is this Fibonacci level here, the 0.618, $3.58. That could be a nice area. And then below that, you have the 0.5 sitting at $2.81. Another great area for you to accumulate your tokens in. If we have some sort of a correction out of nowhere, out of the blue, you could dump back there to $2.80. Make sure to set up some buy limit orders. On top of that, if we go to the markets here for this project, we don't have Binance, we do have Kraken, and we don't have Coinbase. So and we don't have KuCoin. So KuCoin, Binance, Coinbase, I don't see BitGet. I don't see any of the other bigger exchanges, tier 2 exchanges that could bring in a lot of volume. So once this gets more listings, I do think Nosana could absolutely fly. So that's our first project. The other project is going to be Destra Network. And if you go to my channel, we actually uploaded a video not too long ago covering Destra and my reason behind getting into Destra. So if you want to watch that video, feel free to do so. It's going to be in the pinned area here on my channel. This is our live stream, so it's not there at the moment, but this is video over here. Alex Becker bought this new AI coin, and I explained to you how I know that and what is the expectation here. But Destra is currently sitting at just below $500 million market cap, relatively new project, also in the AI and big data. And according to Alex Becker, this is going to be the best AI project to be holding. That is exactly why we got into this thing at around 22 cents, I believe. Let me just double confirm that. Let me double confirm. So we got into Destra at 27 cents. Yeah, 26.5 to 27 cents. We were dollar cost averaging into that project. And look at this, almost a 2x. Since then, we bought in, I believe like a month ago or so. And we had this video, this exact video uploaded on Patreon a month ago, 2 weeks before it was up, or 3 weeks before it was uploaded on YouTube. That is why you want to be in our Patreon. If you don't want to go for the top tier, of course, you can go for the lowest tier, only $6 a month, and you get our private community, you get access to my portfolios, early access to videos, podcast series, and all of that. You know, you don't have to spend too much money to get this exclusive content. So Destra is something you want to look at. Again, we don't have a Binance listing here. We only have a Gate.io listing. We don't have a KuCoin, no BitGet, no Bybit. So this thing could explode once we have more listings, and 96.96% of the total supply is out in circulation. The tokenomics are amazing. So the other token that I want to mention is, of course, Altura. This has been performing extremely well. We've been covering this on our Patreon for ages, for a year and a half, and look at it. Sitting at almost 15 cents here, $143 million market cap. We were getting into this at 3.5 cents. My average is 3.5 cents for Altura. So hopefully some of you got in. Hopefully the ones who are on Patreon got into this. Again, no Binance listing for this. We don't even have a KuCoin listing, but it's listed on multiple dexes, which is good. We have HTX. Look at the volume there. We have BitGet. Volume is good. BingX and Gate. So hopefully KuCoin, Binance, Kraken, Crypto.com. Hopefully we get more listings down the line that will bring this to new all-time highs. if you take a look at the market cap, it's already printing new all-time highs because this is way past. Well, actually, I don't think. Let's go to Altura's market cap here. Because of the token dilution, I do think the market cap is... Okay, we don't have the market cap from before. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But let's take a look at Altura here. So just to quickly point something out, we have a massive resistance level on this chart. This is the weekly. And since August 2020, we've been seeing this yellow resistance trend line retested and multiple times. So this is the weekly. Let me just get that set up properly. There we go. So there is a chance we're going to run into this and we're going to hit this level as resistance once again, probably somewhere around 17 to 18 cents. That could be a good area to take some profits in. I'm not going to lie. If you want to get out or if you want to dollar cost average out of Altura, that is a really good zone to do so. But do you want to be doing that at the current stage of this price, price pump? Because personally, I'm going to be holding at least until we start breaking past the all-time high. We're looking at, if we're going to be looking at the Fibonacci here from the bear market bottom in December 2022 to the all-time high in November 2021, which is around 45 cents, you're looking at $2.96 as our technical target. So that's the 1.618. Then you have the 1.414 at $1.40, and you have the 1.272 at 83.84 cents. So all of these are plausible targets for us. If we go to the coin perspective, we can take a look at the market caps, let's say at $2.96. This would be just below $3 billion. If we take a look at the circulating supply, the entire total supply is out in circulation. This is, again, a very good thing for us, the token holders, because there won't be any more dilution. No more tokens are going to be diluting the supply, and therefore we won't have any additional selling pressure from the VC or from early investors. Let's say you're looking to sell at $1.40. That would be, 1.4 billion. So it's just below $1.5 billion market cap, which is amazing. This is going to be, once again, nothing for a coin in the gaming and AI niche. We can go to their website and their Twitter just to quickly welcome everyone who's joining the live stream. Make sure to start from the very beginning because we cover a lot of important information. You can leave a comment with your altcoin request and then go back to the beginning of the live stream. Start watching from the beginning because we cover a lot of important points. Now, another thing about Altura is that this is going into AI. They're going into the AI sector, and this is going to be very bullish because anything going into the AI sector is going to have massive amounts of money flooding into this. People are going to be buying anything that has AI attached to it, in whatever sense it may be attached. And Altura is not only going to be in gaming now, but in the AI niche as well. So make sure to look into this, and they have a really good website as well. And on top of that, Alex Becker is bullish on Altura. And he's covered it in his video, which I believe helped with the already, pumping price that we had for Altura. So these are the few altcoins that I wanted to share with you and kind of show you the value that we're providing on Patreon with these kind of entries. Another coin that I like to show is GraphLink. We've been talking about this coin for ages, and we got into it at a $2 million market cap, and right now it's a bit down from its all-time high, but we essentially did a 30x on this thing. So it went from a $2 million market cap to a $60 million market cap over here. And I think it can do more. Again, this is in the AI niche. This is something that allows you to create charts without any coding knowledge. Okay, so look into GraphLink. This as well is not listed on all the major centralized exchanges. We have KuCoin, Gate, Mexi, CoinEx, no Bybit, none of the other bigger ones. Okay, let's take a look at the altcoin season index, because this thing has been flying as of recently, and someone pointed out in our Telegram chat for patrons that it's looking like it's going a little too parabolic for what we're seeing in the markets. And I think there's some truth to that, because we're not, like, the altcoin market is not going absolutely parabolic. Because if you take a look at the total 3, yes, it did go up a little bit, but this is nothing compared to, you know, this move over here. And this is where the alt season started in 2020. If we go back to December 2020 over here, look, in January 2021, we were only sitting down here at like 40 on this index. And then by the time we got to April, we were in the overbought already, in, you know, at the top of this chart. So what I'm hoping for here is that we either have a little retracement from here, maybe to somewhere around the 50, and you might have a good opportunity to dollar cost average into some of your altcoins, or we get up into the overbought here and we're sitting above 70 on this index, but we stay there for much longer, because here in 2020 or 2021, I should say, we stayed there from March all the way until June. So hopefully we're going to be able to stay here until May, June 2025. Again, this is not a guarantee. This is just what I'm seeing in the markets. There could be a crash after March. There could be a crash after May. I think there will definitely be some sort of a retracement after the Chinese New Year, because all of the Chinese investors are going to be away, and that could impact the market. So hopefully that covers the altcoin season index for everyone, because I know a lot of people are using this, and it is a great tool to have at your disposal. All right, let's start going through your altcoin requests. Can you look at NRN? Let's take a look at NRN. So this is Neuron. NRN, $21.8 million market cap. Okay, so, oh wow, this had a massive pump already. KuCoin, Gate.io, the volume on Gate is massive, $4.8 million. So this is in the Arbitrum AI agents. This is in the AI agents niche, and again, the AI niche is going to be pumping. It's going to be the top niche in this bull market, and then the AI agents sub niche within the AI niche is going to be doing really well. Now there is a lot of new AI agent projects that are coming out, and from what I know, there is a lot of ways you can easily create these agents and these new tokens, and a lot of them are rug pulls. So be careful buying into these new AI agents projects, because a lot of them are going to be very high risk. It's very likely you're going to lose your money unless you know a project has been in this niche, you know, since the beginning of the project, or since before this stage of the bull market kicked off. You know, hundreds of tokens are being created every day, and people are being rugged every day. So be careful with that. Let's go to the About section. Arena X Labs, the makers of AI Arena, is on a mission to change the future of gaming with 2 proprietary tech platforms, ARC and SAI. Arena X is leading the way in molding the future of competitive gaming. Let's take a look at their Twitter. Again, I apologize for the internet. I just don't know what's going on with the connection. We're going to go back to the total 3 chart in a bit. Let me know if you guys are holding XRP. Who's holding XRP? This thing is going parabolic. Well, I guess you could say this is parabolic, honestly. And yeah, I see your comments, guys. We're going to be taking a look at your altcoins one by one. I'm just waiting for Twitter to load through. I don't know why it's taking so long. Welcome to AI Arena. Okay, so they do have some engagement. So this is AI and gaming combined together, which is interesting. Definitely provides me with more incentive to get into the project. Of course, buying in at this point is going to be stupid. It's a unique website. I like it. TGE claim unlocked, so it was a fair launch. Okay, 1 year on. Okay. Let's take a look at CryptoRank here, and let's see. Yeah, this looks like a project that I would have bought into if had I known about it before, but okay, it's AI Arena. So that's the correct price, $21.9 million market cap. So the circulating supply is 10% of the total 1 billion tokens. So that could be a bit of a red flag. Let's go to the vesting here and see what's going on. So you don't have any vesting essentially until June 2025. So you have one unlock in December in 22 days. That's going to bring up the circulating supply to 11.4%. You might want to get in after that because that might cause a little retracement. But of course, we don't know how much we're going to pump until December 24th. That's in 24 days. We could still continue pumping until then. Okay, so we actually have monthly unlocks. So I'm not sure why. Okay, so the one in June is... Why does it seem that there's a steeper unlock here? Okay, so by, let's say, October 2025, we're going to be sitting at 23.2% circulating supply, which is more than double the current circulating supply. You have to keep these things in mind when you're getting into the project. But the team is doxed. You have their LinkedIn profiles here. So definitely I'll look into this. I'm going to save this to my watch list. Thank you very much for this project. Again, buying in right now is just going to be stupid. I do not recommend you buy into this at the current price. Stay away from it until it has a retracement. Okay. Let's go to the daily chart. Look at the RSI. You don't want to be getting in when the RSI is sitting this high. You want to see a retracement. Now, granted, the market cap is still extremely low, so you might want to get into this once there is a retracement. We have this level over here at 8.5 cents. I don't know if we're going to be going down that low, but 8.5 cents, really good area. The 20 EMA is going parabolic. It's going vertical. So once we start dropping, there's not going to be, like, it's not going to hold us as support. We're going to lose it, and then the EMA is going to flip back down. Hopefully 8.5 cents, really good entry there. Once we start retracing, what we can also do is we can apply Fibonacci from that top to the bottom there, but we'd have to, continue dropping here. We can't apply the fib right now and expect us to go down. We actually have to get down to the 0.236 for this Fibonacci to be valid. But definitely look into NRN. Looks like these guys are building a good project. How high can Nosana go? So just watch the entire, or just scroll back to the time where we were talking about Nosana. I dove into it in great detail and my expectation about the price. So make sure to take a look at that. Because we covered it already. Your thoughts on Ondo, your long-term target, please. So Ondo is one of the top RWA projects, and to my patrons, I was still suggesting to get into this. Not right now, because right now it's a little bit too high, but we were getting into this with our patrons at, you know, between 50 cents to $1. And there will be a massive unlock happening in January. So what I'm telling my patrons right now is you can buy into this, but hold until January 2025, or until January 18th, 2025 to be more specific. Because once this unlock approaches, we might have some selling pressure coming in even before the unlock. So once we have a pump for Ondo, once we get to some certain levels that I pointed out to our patrons, we might start taking profits. And then regardless of those targets, once we get closer to January, we should probably start securing the profits, because we don't want to be in this thing once the unlock happens. After the unlock has concluded, we're probably going to go back into it, because the next unlock after that is only in January 2026. So it's not going to be a lot. But keep in mind, 25.7% of the max supply is going to be dropped into the circulation. That is, you know, that's a significant amount. Having said that, I think the RWA narrative is going to be performing extremely well. I think the current prices are nothing. I think Ondo can easily pass $10 billion in market cap. If you go to the RWA narrative here, why is that thing there? Okay, see that thing? It's really annoying, because I want to read the text here. Why do you put your statistics so low and then you can't really press on it? That's CoinMarketCap, you have to fix that. Anyway, it's a $50.5 billion market cap for the entire RWA niche in the crypto space. I think this could easily get to a $500 billion at the very least. You have Avalanche and Chainlink in here, because the thing is, there's going to be a lot of corporations getting into these top RWA plays, VeChain, Mantra, Ondo. So I think the future is bright for RWA. We do have a few low cap RWA plays that we have been getting into, and something that we just started buying. So for example, Centrifuge, we were buying this when it was a low cap, I think sitting at, let me take a look at my entry into Centrifuge. So we were getting into this, you know, between 20 to 30 cents, but we were talking about this project way back when it was even below 20 cents. So I think the RWA narrative is going to be doing really well. And make sure to go through this selection of coins, look into some of the low cap ones, and well, Boson is something that we kept talking about for ages, and it's starting to climb up there, already sitting at $50 million market cap. So if you're asking me about Ondo, I think a $10 billion market cap is very possible. Right now sitting at 1.75. Let's see how high this goes. Let's see what happens after the unlock. It's going to be interesting, but I would suggest taking profits, getting out from there before the unlock, and then see what happens. You can get back in. Even if it goes up a little, you kind of preserved yourself. You saved yourself from the potential dump. And on top of that, we don't have a Binance listing yet. So that, in combination with the narrative, I think should provide us with a really good upside potential. And quickly going back to our total 3, I just want to show you what's going on the chart. So we're basically approaching the all-time high from 2021, which is really good. This is showing strength, showing the fact that we're in a bull market. Altcoins are in a bull market. We're approaching an alt season. Technically, we are in an alt season already. And the breakout from this bull flag, as you can see, this was a bull flag over here. This was our bull flag from, you know, you could use this over here, September 2023 bottom, all the way up there, channel down pattern. So what you do is you take this, you place it at the point of breakout, and you get yourself a $1.8 trillion market cap. And this is, I would say this is not going to be the peak. This is just the target from this pattern. I think we could easily break $2 trillion for the total 3, which is the entire crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And the 1.618 is sitting all the way up here at $2.31 trillion. And I think that would be our peak. Like if we're sitting, let's say if we're sitting in if we're sitting at $150,000 Bitcoin, and you see the total 3 sitting at $2.3 trillion, you definitely should be taking profits, in my opinion. That's going to be a massive, like, you're going to be fortunate if you're sitting with your entire bag and Bitcoin is 150, 200K, and the total 3 sitting all the way up here. You're going to be very fortunate that you're still able to sell at those levels there. Okay, so let's go back to the chart. So your hi Z, can you please check Voxel short-term and long-term targets? Hey there, Thamer. Very nice to see you. So let's go to Voxel. Okay, which one is this, my friend? Is it this one? Once again, apologies for the intranet. I'm not sure what's happening. So this is not even listed from what I can see. There's no price action. So I'm not sure. We're going to come back to this. Just let me know what's happening here. What is your thoughts on Astar Network? So Astar is that like the crypto hub of Japan, I think? Or that's what it's aiming to be? But the market cap is sitting at 609 million. It's not too high. Again, we were covering this on Patreon and we were talking about it at around 5 cents in the bear market, even below 5 cents. So you could have gotten into it already at a very good price. Now there is a bit of token dilution here. It's not horrible. It's not going to affect you too much. So I would say don't be worried about it. It is listed on Binance, OKX, BitGet, Kraken, KuCoin, Gate. So pretty much all of the major exchanges. I don't see Crypto.com. Actually, there we go. There's Crypto.com. And this thing listed on, started trading in January 2022, right when we had the peak of our cycle. So right at the end of the bull market. Now I do think this has some potential. It's in the Polkadot ecosystem. So the thing with that is that if the Polkadot ecosystem doesn't perform well, the Polkadot coin doesn't pump, we don't have a massive move to the upside, we don't have this whole Polkadot 2.0 bullish narrative coming into play, then these coins are going to get dragged behind. They're going to be dragging their feet because they're in the Polkadot narrative. So it's as simple as that. Let me go to the chart here. So we've got a perfect trend line here, perfect support trend line. And we have this massive resistance. That's going to be 10 cents. Again, for anyone interested, here are my settings for the Fibonacci retracement. Make sure it's set to log scale. You can pause the live stream and take a look at them. So we're going to be looking at 42 cents for this project. That's around a 5x, probably slightly less than a 5x. Or actually slightly more. Because right now we're sitting at around 8 cents, so it's a 5x to 40. So 425%. And that's going to be a $3 billion market cap. How high can we go in terms of market cap? I'm not following the project too closely, so I don't know. But if we take a look at the second fib level there, we have a 70 cents target. So that's going to be just below $6 billion market cap. So these are the targets that you want to be looking at. And of course, do your research into this. You have to understand what the project is doing. You have to understand the narrative that they're in. Is there going to be demand? What's the, how is their marketing? The other thing is that you have a massive bullish pattern here. So you have this symmetrical triangle, and we could be seeing a significant breakout, in my opinion. Let's take a trend line from the top there where the triangle was formed all the way to the bottom of the pattern, and then we place this trend line at the point of breakout, at the potential point of breakout. And let's say it's going to be somewhere around, December that we have the breakout from the triangle. We're going to be looking at the 1.618 here at 42 cents. Look at this, perfect. A perfect setup for the 1.618 to be met. This is a perfect trade for you. I would say it's still not too late to be getting into this. Look at the weekly. We're still very low. Look at the monthly RSI. We're still very low. So this is a safe entry. Even if you want a dollar cost average here, I would say it's okay. But keep in mind that from the bear market bottom in September 2022, we are up approximately 146%, which is not a lot. To be honest with you, it's not a lot. So that's what I think about ASTR. Let's take a look at Cedus. This is a DEX on the SUI platform, or the SUI blockchain, I should say. $223 million market cap. It did go up quite a bit here, but we've seen a retracement, and I do think that this is a good area to start dollar cost averaging. You're consolidating right now. The reason being is that this is a DEX on SUI. SUI is the second layer one right behind Solana in terms of popularity and in terms of use cases, because right now Solana is the #1 blockchain in the world. And obviously Ethereum maxis are not going to like that. It's not that I'm a Solana maxi, it's just the way it is. But we'll see how Solana performs by the end of the cycle. Are we going to have any blockchain halts? We'll see. But that's the situation. And anything on Solana, anything on SUI is going to be a really, really bullish narrative. So for example, DEXs on Solana, DEXs on SUI are going to be massive, because when people want to trade tokens that are on the Solana blockchain or on the SUI blockchain, they're going to be going to these DEXs and they're going to be trading them there, because those tokens are likely not available on a lot of centralized exchanges. That's the way it goes, and that's the reason why I'm buying into Cedus. I do have Cedus, full disclosure, and this is already listed on Binance. So I think there's going to be a lot of demand for this For this token, the market cap is still extremely low. A 10x from here would only put us at a $2.2 billion market cap. Uniswap did, you know, what was it, a 20 billion? What is it? Was it a 20 billion? Again, we can't compare Ethereum to Sui in terms of volumes. However, it got to a $22 billion market cap. Let's say we do half of that. Let's say we get to $10 billion. So 5x to a billion, another 10, and that's a 50x. You're looking at a 50x here with Cedus if, you know, if you're getting in right now, and if we get to a $10 billion market cap, which is possible, in my opinion. Let's actually jump into the chart for Cedus just quickly. And again, I'm not saying you have to go all in. I'm not saying you have to risk it all right now and sell everything, get into Cedus. No, I'm just saying keep this project in mind and be aware that you could have a massive move to the upside. So the RSI is, it wasn't the overbought. It is back down here. The next move to the upside might be, you know, might be the massive breakout here. Once the volume picks up, obviously we want volume, and you can see we are getting some volume. Now for some support levels, you want to be looking at 23 and 18 cents. Those are good areas to look at, and you can set up this Fibonacci retracement and just see what Fibonacci levels you're getting here. So the 0.236 would be around 25 cents. This is if you're using the bodies of the candles. You can start using the wicks if you want to, and that'll be a little, you know, that'll give you a 27 cents, 0.236. In case you're not willing to wait for too long. Another support to look at is the 20 weekly EMA. That is going to be your bull market support band. That is what's going to be holding you up throughout this bull market. Whenever you lose that like this, during the bull market, that will be a massive red flag. That will be a massive red flag. That's potentially your signal for a bear market. So you can start dollar cost averaging right now. If you drop a little more, you can always dollar cost average in and buy even more tokens so that your average is going to be somewhere here in the middle. And then once you pump, you're going to be looking at some nice profits. So at 10x from here would put us at $3.60, and a 50x would put us at around $18, something like that. Would be around $18. So I'm bullish on Cedus. Okay. Next up, dude, I made 50K off Pepe, looking to rotate into something else now that hasn't really pumped but is primed for upside. Dennis, are you the Dennis from our Patreon, or am I getting something wrong? But congrats on the 50K. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you're from the Patreon, but if you are, let me know. But 50K, you're looking for some upside. So that, it would depend on your current portfolio. So, for example, if you have a massive portfolio right now, and you have a lot of good positions and good entries into a lot of really good altcoins, then my picks would be different. But if you don't have anything, like you don't have any money whatsoever in the crypto market right now, then of course I'd be giving you other altcoins. So kind of give me some background. Do you have a portfolio already? Do you have any, big coins, any high cap, low cap, mid cap coins? And then we'll kind of see where to put your 50K in, or what I would do with the 50K. And we have a super chat with you, quality over quantity. Thank you very much. I think Densit is the right way, or Densite is, I'm not sure what the right way is to pronounce your name, but I appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. Any support is appreciated. Our channel is not monetized, by the way. We're not monetized on YouTube, so feel free to support us on Patreon or with a super chat. All I have is Pepe and Whiff. Okay, so you should definitely be kind of shifting your attention from meme coins right now into AI, into RWA, and into gaming, because gaming is probably going to be a massive niche in the first quarter of 2025. So yeah, so you probably should look into coins like Nosana, some of the coins that we already mentioned. And also what I wanted to ask is, are you a seasoned investor? How long have you been in the space? I would assume you haven't been in the space for a very long time, because all you have is 2 meme coins. No offense. Densite says, I'm from the channel, you don't receive my message. Oh, you're from, okay, so you're the new patron that joined, I think, right? Vivek, or I think, I'm not sure. But yeah, if you're referring to you're from Patreon where you can't send a message, then yeah. Not long at all. So then what I would recommend you do, my friend, is open up the top 30 with the Dutch guy, right? Oh, okay. Okay. Now I remember. So, hold on. Go into the CoinMarketCap and take a look at the top 30. I would probably say put some money into Polygon, put some money into Uniswap. Uniswap, not right now, wait for a retracement. I would definitely say put a good amount into New Protocol, because you want to get into safer projects that are going to give you some safe, 3 to 5 to 7x gains, and that'll be it. The rest of the money, you can start going down the list here, and maybe you can take a look at something like Render. Maybe you can go into Mutable X. It is a little bit high though. Mantra, I'm waiting for a retracement on Mantra, and I'll be getting back into this myself. We originally got in at 79 cents on Patreon. You can look into some layer 2s, because the demand on Ethereum is going to pick up. So people are going to be looking into coins like Arbitrum, Optimism, and Polygon. So definitely look into those. You can still get into Injective. This is below 3 billion. So I'd look into Injective. You can also go into the AI sector on CoinMarketCap. Okay. And just go through this list. I would say look into ATH. Look into Arkham. This is something that we have bought into ourselves. We started our cost averaging at around 60 cents on Patreon. A safe altcoin you can get into in the AI niche is the Graph. You can look at Theta. I'm just giving you a few options here. PAL is pumping. Don't buy into something that's going parabolic now. You want to be getting into something that's still low, or just wait for a retracement. TAR's AI is exploding. This is crazy. I missed out on this. I really wanted to get into it, but unfortunately I missed out. Nosana, you can still get into this once we have a retracement. So yeah, these are just a few picks for you to look at. And Neuron, we got into this at $8, and this was another really good Patreon call. So yeah, I would say put the majority of your money into high caps, and then kind of go down the list, and then maybe put 10K into, higher low caps, and then put the rest into mid caps. Hazik, any idea why Solana don't do anything lately, and any idea when it will maybe move? Well, Solana has been moving. Solana has been moving. It's performing really well. It's just that it can't go up forever, and now the spotlight is shifting from the layer ones to AI coins and, you know, maybe gaming a little bit. But Solana is going to shine again. I would say probably in January is when we'd expect a stronger move from Solana once we have the Trump inauguration. But essentially what happened is Solana got back up to its previous all-time high, and it absolutely dumped, or sorry, it didn't dump, but it retraced. I was thinking of this dump here, that's why I said dumped. But if you're still looking to get into Solana, I think it's going to be a safe play. $600 is very likely in my opinion. So wait for a retracement. You can target this area over here. So you have this level. $208, that's going to be a strong support. And then the 20 EMA on the weekly. That's going to be another strong support. On top of that, you have this descending resistance trend line you can take a look at. And put some buy limit orders there, just in case. That's if we're talking about Solana. You think the gaming sector will pick up eventually? Yes. Well, again, the gaming sector has not been performing as well as the AI sector, but it has been performing. I already showed you Altura, right? Look, this is a gaming coin. It's doing really well. It's just that it has been performing as well as the AI sector. That's why people don't think gaming has been performing. But look at IMX. It's doing okay. I don't have a lot of gaming coins, to be honest. Sandbox and Mantra, or sorry, not Mantra, Manta are doing okay. I'm not going to search for them. I'm just going to do this instead. Let's go to the past month. Look, it's doing okay. Hold on, what was the other metaverse project? I'm blanking on the name. All right, let's go back to our requests, and can you look at JTO and give some fib targets? JTO. Okay, so this is Jito. Is this the Cosmos chain or no? Okay. Market. So this is already listed on Binance. Market cap below 500 million, so not doing too bad. The circulating supply is 13% of the total supply. Let's double confirm that with the CryptoRank website. Eventually it's going to load through. Let's give it a second. Thank you all for joining, guys. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to our channel. We're doing these live streams as often as we can, and make sure to check out our Patreon. We've got more than, I think at this point, 900 posts. You've got a 7-day free trial, and you can join in, take a look at everything, take a look at our portfolios, our low cap gems, our podcast episodes, and our TAs that we do here for some altcoins that we usually don't cover on YouTube. And make sure to follow us on Twitter. The links are down below in the description. So I think Jito loaded through. So the market cap is accurate on CoinMarketCap. Fully diluted is 3.75 billion. Let's go to the vesting schedule. I just want to take a look at the chart and see how. Okay, it's not going to be too aggressive, but still there will be dilution. And let's go and take a look at the chart and see what we can see with the fibs. So it's a relatively new project as well, so it's going to be hard to give any concrete predictions. What is this doing anyway? DeFi staking, so it's a DeFi protocol on Solana. Okay, so then it could actually perform really well. So this is the fib that we set up from the bottom in July to the local top in April this year. And you're looking at $10 here, $10.90. That's the 1.618. Can it do more than that? Possibly. That's going to be around a $1.5 billion market cap or so. And then we have $16. That's going to be around 2.2 billion or so. Let's go to the coin perspective. Jito. So 2.1 billion, $16, that's 327%. Again, it's on Solana, so once Solana picks up, this could go parabolic. This could have, you know, $7 to $10 billion market cap because it's on Solana. But if you want to look at the fibs, then we've got $10, $16 for now. You can look at the 2.272, the 2.414, that's $23 and $27.50. So again, that's based on this low and this high from April at $5.31. But the narrative is important, the blockchain it's on is important, and the marketing is also important. Let's take a look at the TVL here. I'm interested to see what the TVL is for Jito. Oh wow, 3.3 billion? What? No way, that's actually, this is extremely undervalued if that is true. That's like 3 times the market cap. And it's not even that high, to be honest. Like, it's not even that high. Very interesting, very interesting. Jito owns Sol DeFi. I'm gonna look into this. I might even buy into this while it's still low. So this is when you should be getting into these projects, guys. You don't want to be getting in once it's pumping. So December 6th, you have... Okay, so there's a massive unlock December 6th. I think I'm gonna wait. It's gonna be in 6 days. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna buy in until December 7th or 8th. We'll see what the pullback does, but this is definitely a good project that I want to look into. $500 million market cap. This is a good mid-cap project, so a good easy 10x here. So thank you for that. Let's see, we looked at Ondo already. What are selling targets for Theta? I think it can get to a, 20 to $30 billion market cap. I have an exit strategy for Theta on my Patreon. If you want like specific prices and everything, you can take a look at that. And what about SBR? It's just a micro cap on Solana. It's a DEX on Solana. So once the Solana narrative picks up, we might have a lot of Solana coins pumping, and SBR is just going to pump with the rest of them. I do have SBR. It's just a small little coin for a big pump. Can you take a look at Pocket? Hasn't pumped in a while. There's Pocket. It is retracing. Okay, let's see actually. Let's open Pocket here. Okay, so the important thing with Pocket is that it did not drop below its September 2023 low, which is good because some coins did that, like Polkadot, like Cosmos, or I think Polkadot actually maintained a higher low. and so did Pocket. So Pocket is recovering from this bottom. It's already up 100%. We're running into the 20 EMA as resistance. That's our only problem. If you look at the previous time, we had a massive pump. So look at this here. Look at that. That was a rejection off of the 20 EMA. After that, we had a retracement. So we hit the 20 EMA, we retraced, printed a double bottom, and we exploded. So look what's happening right now. We hit the 20 EMA over here. We could have a retracement, maybe a double bottom, and then another move to the upside. So it's looking like a very similar setup here. Unless we just break through the 20 EMA right now and we start pumping, then it's going to be different. But if we continue retracing down and we start closing candles below this low here from October, then we could definitely be eyeing this same fractal and the same kind of situation playing out. But still a good entry for Pocket in my opinion. Very bullish Web3 project. We're going to try to go through all of these a little quicker now because we're past an hour. When you discover coins, do you also check team, red flags, etc.? What is your way of work, if I may ask? Of course, you go to, for the contract address, you go to the token sniffer and you go to quick intel. You paste your contract address of the token into these two platforms, verify the contract, see if it's legit, see what kind of red flags they have. Then go look at the team, look at what the team has done before, if they were involved with any projects from before that had some red flags or that had rug pulled. You look at the volume, you look at the TVL, you look at the market cap, you look at the vesting schedule. The vesting schedule is very important. Look at the fact that the VCs is a very important thing. If the project has a very aggressive VC funding, that means the VC's got a bunch of tokens and they're going to be dumping those tokens whenever there's a pump. And usually with projects like that, you tend to see a lot of stakers. So you're going to stake your tokens, you're going to get, maybe 10-15% a year. So your tokens are locked while the VCs are dumping the tokens. So you're earning the tokens as a reward, but the value of the tokens is dropping. And we've seen that happen with projects like Celestia and Manta. So these are just some of the things, but I'll probably make a separate video on how to research projects. I'm planning to have like a separate bull market 2025 playlist on our channel where we can, where I'm going to upload videos on how to do all of this on your own. Can you look at Cedus? Yay, Cliche, welcome. Well, welcome to the live stream. Give us a request, Cliche. We'll take a look at you had a coin, Cliche, from the last time. Can you send it right now? We'll take a look at it. Because I do have to get going. Dennis, thank you for another super chat. Or sorry, that was Densite and this is Dennis, sorry. Dennis Lovelace. Habibi, can you please explain how all these YouTubers promote sites like BTCC for leverage trading, but I sign up and I don't see that option? What is BTCC? Because I don't do leverage, so maybe that's a term that I'm just not familiar with. So it's a Chinese crypto exchange, okay. Yeah. So some users have reported issues with the app's login and connection stability, limited customer support resources. So it's not looking like it's a very good exchange. I don't know why you would use this exchange. You have so many other exchanges. On top of that, if these YouTubers that you're watching are promoting leverage trading, you have to understand that they're making money off of you, whether you secure profits or whether you lose your invested amount. So they don't care if you make money or if you lose money. That is irrelevant to them. They just want to make money off of you. You're going to sign up, they're going to get the bonus because you use the referral code, and that's it. That's all that they care about. I don't promote any centralized exchanges. I've had literally every single exchange reaching out to me, except Binance probably, for some sort of an affiliate link and that type of stuff. I don't even respond at this point because it's so many of them and I keep rejecting. I do not want to be promoting a centralized exchange. If the exchange goes belly up, I'm partially responsible for the loss of the money that my subscribers are going to lose. So I'm not doing that. What you will see under some of my videos, so for example, if you go to my latest video and you go into the description here, you'll see that I have these referral links. Now, these referral links are the normal referral links that anyone can get when you sign up with an exchange. These are not special content creator referral links. So you can use these and you can get the same discounts that anyone would get, and I'm going to get the same kind of rewards. Just it's literally nothing. It doesn't make me anything. It's just pennies, but it's a little bit of a discount for your trading fees, which is nice. That's why I have these over here. These are not promotional referral links. These are not from the exchange's marketing team or whatever. So you can look at that. Also, you can get a Ledger and get $10. This is, again, not sponsored by Ledger. This is a referral link from the Ledger app that I got. So I'm not doing anything special with Ledger. So that should clear up your question. I would avoid using the centralized exchanges for leverage trading. I would avoid leverage trading completely. Leverage and any sort of futures, I avoid that completely. I don't do that. I only trade spot, and so far, that's been doing good for me. And hopefully by the end of the bull market, we're going to be securing all of these profits together, especially on Patreon. Because you prefer quality, that's why. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, my friend. Flux, you think can get to $15? I think it can. I think it can. Yeah, it's look, just below 300 million. 20x would be a $6 billion market cap, and that would put us at around $16, I think. Let's, in case I'm getting my math wrong, let's get to Flux. And I do hold Flux. Okay, this is the wrong Flux. I do hold Flux. I do hold a few decentralized storage. Okay, can I get the actual Flux? What is going on here? What is going on here, guys? Again, that's the wrong Flux. So which Flux is it? Why is it so hard to find a token in this list? There we go. So yeah, 66 billion, I was correct. That's a 19x, $16 price tag, $6 billion market cap. I think that's doable. I'll be honest, I think that's doable. I don't have time to take a look at Sui. I'm sorry. Magic Treasure. So we'll take a look at these during our next live stream. Cliche, JLP, it's part of the Jupiter. Let's take a look at JLP. Jupiter Perpetuals, okay. So it's just an uptrend here. Just an uptrend for an entire year. This is really bullish. It's only available on xt.com if you're looking at centralized exchanges. The entire supply is out. I mean, it's very hard to look at a chart like this and just, you know, expect a correction anytime soon. Let's see what the daily chart can show us. This is going to be the last coin we'll look at, guys, and we're going to be wrapping up from here. Dennis, do you do one-on-ones? Yes. If you go to our Patreon, our top tier here, we have weekly 30-minute crypto telegram calls. So we already have 5 people in this, as you can see, 5 out of 10, and it's getting filled up. When we get to 10, we can't have any new members, and then we have 2 60-minute private lessons a month on any TA topic of your choosing. We also have a tier that's at $25 here, and you have 1 45-minute private lesson on TA, and you know, if you're looking for some lessons on TA, we can do that as well. But if you're looking at weekly one-on-one, and where I can look at your portfolio and give you my thoughts, my opinions, my recommendations, which I'm doing already with people that have, you know, more than $400,000 invested, feel free to join this Cryptomaniac tier. Going back to the chart, so this is the daily, and again, it's not listed anywhere on any centralized exchanges. I mean, it's overbought on the daily. There's a bearish divergence on the daily, so I would not be getting into this. Look at the RSI printing a lower high. Look at the price action printing a higher high. So that is a bearish divergence. We could see a short-term retracement back to the 20 MA, and that's when you want to start getting into this thing. The market cap is sitting at $57 million, so it's not that high. Again, that's self-reported market cap, so you want to double confirm everything. If the entire supply is out in circulation, then that is going to be accurate. Let's set up a Fibonacci here to that level. So around $3.83 could be a good area to get in at. That's the 0.236. But other than that, you know, it's just a constant uptrend. It's very hard to say, you know, this is going to be dropping 20-30%. Why would I say that if, and the market cap is very low. Once the Solana ecosystem picks up, we could have a massive move with Jito, with Nosana, with all of these Solana coins. So, you know, this could be just the beginning for this project. Again, I'm not saying you have to ape into this right now, sell your grandma's house, sell your kidney, and, you know, buy this coin. No, I'm just saying add this to your watch list, keep an eye on it, see if it has a retracement, and then maybe start dollar cost averaging. You could potentially even buy at this point, and it's going to do a 20x from here without retracements. You could buy in right now, but just do a very small amount, and then if you have a retracement, just buy in more, and buy more as you're dropping lower. Look at the RSI. This is very overbought, guys. Be very careful getting into something like this. Okay, so that should be it for this live stream. Make sure to check out the Patreon. Like I said, the link is down below in the description. Go to our channel, check out the upload feed if you have any coins that you're looking for TA on. We are dropping TAs here from day to day. And also make sure to check out our Twitter. And that should be it. I'll see you in the next live stream. Thank you all for joining, guys. Thank you all for your super chats, for your questions. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next one.